breaking news in the Middle East that we have been following very closely. We are awaiting a decision from the Israeli government to approve a reported deal that would free dozens of Israeli hostages taken by Hamas more than 6 weeks ago. That decision could literally come down at any minute, sometime during the next hour. We don't know all the details, but several reports say the deal would include a pause in fighting and the release of some Palestinian prisoners being held in Israel. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is calling on his cabinet to push the deal through, saying that it is a difficult decision, but that it is the right decision. And joining us now is Tal Heinrich. She is the spokesperson for Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. Tal, you just came over from the consulate. All of this has been developing over the last several days, especially the last couple of hours. What's the update right now? I know it's changing minute by minute.
So these are really grave, serious decisions that our government is going to make. And it's happening right now. The government is convening. We have a procedure in place. We said that we want to see the release of hostages. We're willing to a temporary cessation of military activity in Gaza for that end. And the government is currently discussing the terms of a potential deal that will see the release of hostages, hopefully, in the coming days. The government has to approve the details. Once we have them, then we can make them public. We cannot expand on the details right now, but there's a procedure in place. First, the war cabinet convened, then you had the security cabinet, now the government. And if and when the government approves that, then you will have a 24-hour window in which families whose loved ones were affected by terrorism will be able to file petition to Israel's Supreme Court against a potential deal, because it might involve the release of some Palestinians who were involved in terrorism. Again, not Palestinians that have directly blood on their hands, not ones who pulled the trigger on Israelis. But we might see the release of them in exchange for hostages as part of the deal. That's
So there's a 24-hour period, Tal, where you're saying that people in Israel can file a petition upset about the release of certain Palestinian prisoners. Is that what you're saying? So does that mean that that window hasn't even started? No,
first the government has to approve the terms of the deal. Then we'll get to this window. And after that, we might, maybe come Thursday, we might hopefully see the release of some hostages.
Okay, that's interesting. So we're still a couple of days out based on that timeline. I mean, we interviewed today, we went out to Brooklyn, interviewed the family members of a hostage. What they're going through is like, you can't even put it into words.
It's a torture.
And they're watching this so closely and hanging on to every word. And they've got such hope right now. We've heard reports that it'll just be women and children. Are there any more details there? Because again, if you've got a hostage, you're hoping, praying right now.
Listen, everyone is hoping. We want to bring to the release of all hostages. We want to see all nearly 240 hostages back home with their families. And we know that the only way to achieve this goal is what we have been doing up until now, which is to exert military pressure, heavy military pressure on Hamas. We're hitting them hard. This is why they want a ceasefire, a temporary one that we are, we said we will be able to facilitate and deliver. It's not an end to the fighting whatsoever. This is not going to be a general permanent ceasefire. And again, diplomatic pressure that we're exerting behind the scenes.
Is there concern, though, that a 24-hour pause gives Hamas time to beef things up again, gives them a breather and they can get going again?
Listen, of course, everyone is concerned, but we are in a war. And let me quote Thomas Sowell here: there are no good solutions, only trade-offs. So once the deal will become public, you'll be able to see the terms that the Israeli government, I can tell you that there's an overwhelming support in the public to such a deal that is materializing. And we hope to see all hostages back.
In a sense, is this a failure for the Israeli government and your boss where we're at right now? Because when all of this happened, I thought to myself, Israel has the best military. They've got the best hostage rescue teams. If anyone can go in and get these hostages out quickly, it's going to be them. And now you're actually having to make a deal with Hamas, stop the war for 24 hours. I mean, some people are watching this and thinking, like, come on.
Well, we defined a few goals for this operation in Gaza. First and foremost, we said that we will bring to the dismantlement of Hamas's rule as a governance body, as a military wing in Gaza, and we will do so. This is in no way going to be a distraction from this goal. But we also said that we want to bring to the release of all hostages, and also we want to see in the near future Gaza being demilitarized, and in a few months and years from now, we want to see Gaza de-radicalized. If we want to have a better prospect for a better hope for this region. But it's not a distraction, Brian. We will bring to an end of Hamas's role.
I think that some of the families are also worried that, let's say, 50, 70 hostages get released. Is that it? Like, what about the others? Was this the only chance? Because Netanyahu has said, look, the war's back on in 24 hours. Like, we're not backing down.
Well, we want to see that this deal will actually facilitate an actual mechanism that will bring to the release of some hostages. That's true. We're not talking right now about the release of all hostages.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.